shred this thing too. Yes, did you have a question? Or was that you? The Martin question. Okay, sorry. Yes?
Any man in America.
Oh Lord, let's get into that.
Yeah. Do you regret using the recorded conversation with your ex-wife and your daughter?
First of all, that was actually an actress.
Oh.
Any Man in America is an album I wrote about a divorce and custody battle that I went through. And I couldn't legally use my ex-wife's voice, so I had to hire an actress to sound exactly like her.
That's a good question, actually.
But I did use other people's voices without permission, and I'm still waiting to get sued for that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I pray for them. But that's the album. People ask me, is there any songs you'll never play again? And there's 2 songs. Probably the song called Any Man in America. Because in that song, I say, fuck that judge. And I'm still dealing with that judge today to try and see my daughter. And that judge didn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
So it probably wasn't a very smooth idea on Daddy's part by telling the man that makes a decision, fuck you, in an album, you know? Plus I say some things in there that are just, I don't want my daughter to hear that. It was a dark time. And I was using like crazy. I didn't use to party then, y'all. I was using to numb because I couldn't see my daughter, and there's no excuse. I should have manned the fuck up, got some help, and treated it right. There's also a song called The Flight on that, where I can't even recite what I say in that song. It's dark as hell. But I'm proud of that album. You know, I'm very proud of that album because it was the only thing that got me through it. I met Sarah during that album, which is my wife now, and that's her name is super cool.
That's good.
I met Sarah during that album.
I actually have Oilers tattooed on me.
You do?
Tattooed, yeah.
Oh my
So,
God.
I have 2 girls. So.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I met Sarah now, and I was a mess. I won't go too much into it because we're keeping it lighthearted tonight, right? Basically, she was 5 months pregnant with my kid, you know, and I was not stopping whatsoever. And this was a time in my life when, I guess we'll get into it for a second. This was a time in my life when she was the first person to ever look me in the face and say, do you see this child that I'm carrying? I said, yes, I fucking see it. What? And she said, if you don't go get help and get cleaned up, then I'm going to take this child and you're never going to see her. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And I said, well then fucking leave. I'm Justin fucking Furstenfeld. You know? And she left. You know? That was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because then she called my cop dad, remember? My cop, he was a cop, now he's DEA, you know? Check it out. She calls him, they hold this huge intervention, and I end up going to this place called Cumberland Heights, right? And I'll just try and make this as quick as possible. And it's very important to me.
When did you get sober?
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
No offense. But I show up at this place called Cumberland Heights, and I walk to the front door, and they say, well, hi, sweetie. You must be Justin Furstenfeld. I said, yeah, I am. He said, well, the only thing you can bring here is a Bible and yourself. And I'm like, fuck this place. This is a cult. This is a fucking cult. I know you people. She says, oh, come on, give us a chance. What we do here is step work. And I'm like, oh, you mean like jazzercise and shit? And she's like, no, that's not funny. Shut the fuck up and sit down. Step 1. She goes, step 1. So you have to admit that you're powerless and that your life has become unmanageable. As soon as she said that, I remember flashing back to that intervention where I was looking at my pregnant fiance saying, I'll never use again. Just please give me another shot. Please give me another shot. And she says, I will give you another shot. You keep your word to me. And I said, I will, but just before we go, can I please go pack my stuff? And I went into my room, and I fucking went to the bathroom. And I looked at the mirror. And my face was green. And I've been picking at these scabs I don't know for how long, but I was just like, oh my God, I haven't brushed my teeth in months. So instantly I looked at this lady and I said, I'm unmanageable. I need help. She said, baby, oh, it's okay. I got you, boo. I got you. She goes, step 2 is you have to find yourself a higher power. And I said, what the fuck? Is this that God shit again? She goes, what is so scary about finding a higher power? I'm going to get to your songs, dude. Just give me a second. She said, a higher power is just something bigger than yourself. Because all you've been doing is believing in just what Justin wants. Just what Justin wants. Justin's been driving his little life around. But let me ask you something, Justin. When you drive your life around, are you driving it into a wall, like over and over again? I'm like, you're fucking brilliant. How did you know this? She said, let me tell you, when you find this higher power, it's going to feel like warmth. Come over you. You're going to understand everything. You're going to be at peace. But I will tell you this. You're going to be here for 75 days, Justin. And if you don't find this higher power, you probably won't stay sober. And I heard from a little birdie that you're about to have a little girl. You might want to take this seriously. So she kissed me on the forehead and then kicked my ass out there. And I'm walking around this place for 60 days looking for this higher power. I don't understand what they're talking about. I'm looking under trees saying, are you under there? I'm looking under fucking tables. Are you under there? You know, I'm in the chapel every morning. I'm coming to my fucking life now. Yeah. You know, nothing's happening to me. I see 14-year-olds come in and a week later they're going, I found my higher power. And I'm like, fuck you, kid. I'm just fucking Furstenfeld. I win. So I'm there for 60 days, right? And they come up to me and they're like, Justin, we're going to have to keep you a little bit longer. And I'm like, you can't do that. You can't do that because I'm about to have a baby. You might want to call Sarah and see if that's okay. Because she might, they already called Sarah and she wants us to keep you here as long as humanly possible. Okay, well, what you got planned for me? You know? So they said, we're going to take you to what's called a halfway house. And I'm like, you mean like where Jack Nicholson was in that movie? I said, no.